In the damp underworld of ancient forests, where sunlight fractures into thin green blades and the air hangs heavy with decay, life does not roar, it creeps. Here, beneath rotting logs and fungal cathedrals, a small arthropod is born into silence. This is Parasai, the juvenile stage of a far darker story. Its body is light, its shell thin, its instincts simple. The fungus takes root slowly, threading microscopic filaments through the insect's outer shell, tapping into its fluids, learning its rhythms. At first, the host resists. Paras remains agile, alert to vibration, sensitive to pressure changes in the soil. But survival in this world demands compromise. The forest floor is cold, damp, and unforgiving, and the fungus offers something in return: protection from predators, chemical deterrents, endurance in darkness. What begins as infection becomes dependence. As seasons pass, the transformation accelerates. Muscle fibers thicken to bear additional weight. The thoracic frame widens, joints locking into a lower, more stable posture. Neural pathways once dedicated to curiosity and evasion begin to dull, overridden by signals not entirely its own. The fungus grows outward now, forming a dense armored cap across the host's back. This is no ornament. It is a living control center, sensitive to humidity, temperature, and threat. Paras is no longer an individual organism. It becomes Parasect. The evolved form moves with a deliberate, unsettling precision. Each step is heavier, more grounded. The body has been reshaped into a mobile platform, optimized not for speed, but for persistence. The original insect brain still fires, but it no longer leads. The fungus has infiltrated the nervous system, releasing compounds that suppress independent thought. What remains is instinct, filtered, directed, repurposed. Parasect does not hunt in the traditional sense. It patrols. Infected forests bear its signature. Trees drained from the roots upward, bark mottled with fungal bloom, the air faintly bitter with spores. When threatened, Parasect does not charge. It halts, lowers its body, and releases. The spores are silent killers, microscopic clouds that cling to fur, feathers, lungs. They disorient, weaken, and mark intruders. Many predators retreat before contact is even made, guided by ancestral memory rather than experience. Those that don't soon learn. Paralysis follows, then stillness. Within its ecosystem, Parasect is not apex by strength, but by control. It understands territory through vibration, through shifts in moisture, through the subtle chemistry of decay. Multiple Parasect often move within the same forest, but they do not compete. Their hierarchy is chemical, not physical. Older fungal colonies dominate through denser spore output, forcing younger hosts to migrate outward. The forest becomes a living network, ruled not by claws or fangs, but by mycelium. When confrontation is unavoidable, when a larger predator pushes too far, or when fire or flood disrupts the balance, Parasect reveals its final adaptation. It stands its ground. The posture stiffens. The fungal cap flexes, releasing a concentrated burst of spores while the host body absorbs impact with reinforced plating and compressed musculature. It does not strike wildly. Every movement is economical, driven by survival efficiency rather than aggression. The enemy weakens before the battle truly begins. Victory is not loud. It is inevitable. Yet even among these living vessels of fungal dominance, rarity exists. On the deepest forest floors, far from surface interference, a genetic anomaly occasionally emerges: the shiny Parasect. Its coloration is altered, paler, almost ghost-like, the mushroom tinged with sickly gold or muted amber. The spores it releases are fewer but more potent, their presence felt more than seen. In local ecosystems, these individuals are avoided entirely. Even other Parasect yield territory without resistance. To some, these rare forms are omens, symbols of imbalance, or guardians of places too old to be disturbed. As centuries pass, stories spread among researchers and rangers, of forests where no birds sing, of paths reclaimed overnight, of shapes that move only when watched indirectly. Parasect becomes less an organism, more a boundary, between life and decay, control and surrender. It is not evil. It is not cruel. It is nature's reminder that survival does not always belong to the strongest mind, but to the most adaptable system. In the shadow depths where fungus outlives empires and silence feeds on breath, Parasect endures, a living relic of biological conquest. A body claimed, repurposed, perfected, and in the forest's eternal stillness, it waits. Guardian, parasite, legend.